Welcome aboard, and thanks for joining us in this new mission into the heart of carrier aviation. If you've seen our previous videos on Navy carrier deck in action, you already know we go deeper than the headlines. But if you haven't watched those yet, pause this, check them out first on our channel, and then come right back. Trust us, it'll make this story even more intense. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on something even bigger. Hollywood made Top Gun famous. But what you're about to see is no scripted action. This is the real life of A-18 Hornet and Super Hornet pilots, from pre-dawn launches on a rolling carrier deck to the nerve-wracking night traps where everything can go wrong in seconds. These men and women train not for box office glory, but for war, for mission success, and for survival. This video is your all-access pass to the real danger zone, not the one with music montages and slow-motion fist bumps, but the one where a single mistake can end a career or a life. Over the next few minutes, we'll take you through life on the carrier, inside the cockpit of one of the most advanced fighter jets on Earth, and onto the deck in the middle of launch operations. You'll hear stories from real pilots, understand what makes carrier aviation so unforgiving, and learn how naval aviators earn every inch of respect they get. And most importantly, you'll see just how far from Hollywood fantasy this world really is. So strap in, grab your helmet, and let's launch into the skies above the open sea. This is Top Gun is fiction. This is real, inside the FA-18 pilot's life on a U.S. Navy carrier. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because this is only the beginning. Meet the workhorse of modern carrier aviation, the FA-18 Hornet and its big sibling, the FA-18 Super Hornet. These jets are fast, agile, and brutally efficient in both air-to-air and air-to-ground combat. But what really sets them apart is their ability to take off and land from a floating runway barely longer than a football field. The Hornet has been a Navy staple since the 1980s, known for its durability, reliability, and versatility. It's a multi-role fighter, which means it can drop bombs, fire missiles, dogfight, jam radar, and provide close air support, all in the same mission. The Super Hornet, officially known as the FA-18EF, took that legacy further. It's larger, has more range, better avionics, and a more powerful radar system. It's the aircraft most Navy squadrons rely on today for carrier strike missions. Both jets feature twin engines, digital flight controls, and one of the most battle-tested airframes in the world. Their ability to withstand extreme G-forces and carrier conditions is nothing short of extraordinary. And inside the cockpit, you'll find some of the most advanced flight systems ever built. But still, every move depends on the pilot. Flying these jets from a carrier isn't just about stick and throttle. It's about precision, timing, and trust in yourself and in your crew. Life on a U.S. Navy carrier is part chaos, part discipline, and absolute intensity. Imagine a floating city with over 5,000 personnel. It never stops moving, never sleeps, and never slows down. Pilots live, eat, train, and sleep on this steel giant for months. Their days begin long before dawn with mission briefings, intelligence updates, and weather reports. After that, it's gear up, launch cycles, and endless debriefs. But the carrier is more than just flight ops. Below deck, it's a maze of passageways, ready rooms, and maintenance bays. Crews swarm over the jets like surgeons, checking every bolt, every wire, because a single mistake can cost lives. When they're not flying, pilots spend hours in simulators, practicing scenarios from emergency landings to combat dogfights. It's exhausting, and yet, the training never stops. Daily life also has its grind. Meals in the mess hall are quick, functional, and far from luxurious. Showers are short, personal space is nearly non-existent, and sleep comes in short bursts between flight operations. But what keeps morale alive is the bond. Pilots and deck crews share a brotherhood forged by long hours, tough conditions, and mutual trust. From junior sailors turning wrenches to commanding officers planning missions, everyone has one mission: keep the carrier battle ready. And even in this relentless environment, there are small moments of relief. A quick joke in the ready room, a rare movie night, or watching the ocean from the deck at sunset. These fragments of normalcy remind them why they endure the hardship. This isn't just a job, it's a way of life, one that demands everything, but rewards with unmatched purpose. Carrier launch and recovery, or cat and trap, is where naval aviation earns its reputation. It's raw speed, precision, and danger rolled into seconds that decide everything. A launch begins with the catapult. The jet is locked down, its engines roar at full power, and with a thunderous blast, the aircraft is hurled from 0 to over 150 mph in less than 3 seconds. There's no second chance, no runway to extend, just open ocean and trust in the crew operating the launch system. Once airborne, the challenge only grows. The pilot's mind shifts to the most dangerous phase of carrier aviation: the landing. Landing on a carrier is like threading a needle during an earthquake. The deck is moving, the winds are fierce, and visibility can drop to near zero at night. Pilots must perfectly align their approach while relying on precision instruments, the landing signal officers, LSO calls, and their own instincts. The arresting wires stretched across the deck are their lifeline. The tailhook must catch one, and only one, to stop the jet in just a few hundred feet. Miss and you bolter, slamming the throttles forward to try again. LSOs monitor every move, grading each landing down to the smallest detail. Every pilot feels the pressure, even veterans with thousands of traps. And then, there's night ops. Pilots call it controlled terror. From the cockpit, the carrier looks like a single speck of light in an endless black void. Adrenaline takes over. Every muscle is locked in focus until the moment the jet slams onto the deck and the arresting wire catches. It's brutal, it's unforgiving, and it's the reason why carrier aviation is considered the pinnacle of flying skill in the world. Every carrier launch isn't just a practice run. It could be the start of a real combat mission. For Navy pilots, readiness isn't optional. It's survival. Training starts years before you even touch an aircraft carrier. From classroom theory to T-45 jet trainers, future A-18 pilots earn their wings through relentless simulation, instruction, and flight hours. But once assigned to a squadron, the learning intensifies. Pilots rehearse low-altitude bombing runs, air-to-air dogfighting, electronic jamming, and tactical formation flying. On board the carrier, the stakes get real. Pilots fly mission profiles that mimic actual combat scenarios, target acquisitions, strike packages, reconnaissance, and aerial refueling, all while navigating strict rules of engagement. And when deployed, these missions aren't just simulations. FA-18s regularly support real operations, from enforcing no-fly zones to launching precision strikes against high-value targets. Every flight is recorded, debriefed, and critiqued. Mistakes are learning moments. Success is expected. Whether launching over the Pacific or flying combat sorties over hostile territory, these pilots carry the weight of national defense on their shoulders, and they train for that pressure every day. Flying fighters off a carrier isn't just physically exhausting, it's mentally punishing. Pilots deal with constant stress, short sleep cycles, mission pressure, unpredictable weather, and life-or-death split-second decisions. Even downtime offers little peace with constant background noise and no true privacy aboard the ship. Mental toughness is a core skill. Navy aviators learn how to focus under pressure, compartmentalize fear, and stay mission-ready no matter the odds. But the stress doesn't end with a successful landing. After deployment, many pilots face a difficult adjustment returning to civilian pace, from reconnecting with family to decompressing from the high adrenaline mindset. That's where support systems come in. Squadrons emphasize mental health resources, peer support, and strong leadership to keep aviators sharp and healthy. Some pilots move on to become instructors, others shift to test squadrons or transition to commercial airlines. A few return for multiple deployments, unable to leave the high-speed world behind. No matter their path, one thing is constant. Their mindset is forever shaped by what they faced on that deck. It's more than flying, it's a test of character. Thanks for sticking with us through this deep dive into the real lives of Navy A-18 pilots. We hope this behind-the-scenes look has shown you just how far from Hollywood fantasy carrier aviation really is. The skill, the pressure, the grit. It's a world where every second counts and every flight is a mission. If you haven't already, make sure to check out our previous videos on Navy carrier operations and the E-2 Hawkeye. They're packed with even more amazing insights. And if you enjoyed this journey, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos diving even deeper into naval aviation. Fly safe, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.